right, boys, we kind of have a slow week this week with no content until Campus Hero, so we're going to catch up on a couple top 10s. We did the top 10 cornerbacks yesterday. Now we're doing the top 10 safeties, including free and strong safeties. But if you enjoy top 10s like this, I do them for all the major positions. I do gameplays and all the new cards as well. That's going to be including Campus Heroes Part 2 tomorrow. So if you do, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, and turn on those noties. But other than that, man, let's head right into number 10 here. If you are looking for cheap, fast Madden coins to build that God Squad you always wanted, head over to my sponsor, EasyMut, and use code CHEW for 5% off your order. The link is in the description. So at number 10, we do got Keenan Allen, and remember, this is free safeties and strong safeties, so even though he's all the way down at number 10, doesn't mean he's bad. It's concluding two different positions who are very loaded right now. I'm not going to switch it just to free and strong. I've never did that way. I don't want to switch it this way at all. But looking at Keenan Allen, this card is still very solid. The one thing that did suck about him, though, is that these Monday mix-it-up cards did not get that zero chill theme team, so they never got that strat card boost either, although that strat card just got nerfed yesterday, so we can't even talk about it anymore. But Keenan Allen's still solid. 6'2" is a really nice height on a safety. 93 speed, 93 excel. The play rec's above 90. The man coverage is above 90. The zone's above 90. He's not the best hit power guy in the world, but Keenan Allen's definitely a guy you're playing up top. And if you come and look at his abilities, he does have unstoppable deep out zone and unstoppable pick artist built in, which obviously, if you get an interception, both of these light up for the rest of the game. I think when I used him, I literally just overpaid for deep out zone. The one thing that does suck about him, the reason why he's not higher on this list, is he has one discounted ability, and it's not even pick artist. It's a man ability, which man abilities, as you guys know, in this Madden are just not meta at all, especially without set feet lead works. But at the end of the day, Keenan Allen's still a solid card all around. He can play literally anywhere on the field. At number 9, we have Jessie Bates, and this is just shows you how crazy this list is, that a card like Jessie Bates is all the way down here. This card is really good. He is a little bit shorter than Keenan Allen. The one thing that I did like about him, though, is that the play rec and also like the hit power and everything was a little bit better, so you could play him probably in the box a little bit more, or even in the nickel. Keenan Allen really feels like either a high top corner and high top safety all around, but Jessie Bates has a little bit better stats. They're both 93 speed. He does get the zero chill theme team, which like I said, I don't like to base it off that, but it is kind of a bonus, I guess you could say. He does have insane play rec. The zone's a lot better, and the power is good as well. The one thing that is weird, though, with him is that his man is below 90. I guess if you are more of a hybrid guy, then Keenan Allen makes fair sense, but I swear Jessie Bates was just one of those cards that always plays a lot better in Madden, and I felt like I almost had to lean him here. I think Keenan Allen and him are probably interchangeable, but like I said, Jessie Bates is just one of those guys in game that are just different. Number 8, I know a lot of people are going to give me some flack on this one, but Antoine Winfield was one of the biggest dogs. I don't have him anymore because some of the up top safeties on higher on this list are just absolutely insane. But when you look at Antoine Winfield, this dude is really, really good. If you take away the height, I know height is kind of a big deal, but let me talk first before we get to the negatives. He does have insane speed, so the fast guy on this list so far. His play rec's above 90, his pursuit's above 90, the man's above 90, the zone's above 90, and then he has insane hit power too for a small guy. But then when we come to abilities, he has way better abilities than the two guys we showed you. Actually, that's not true because Jessie Bates has the exact same ability stack. But like I said, I think I would lean just a little bit more speed over the height at the end of the day. I think getting to the ball and just getting the knockout is better than going up there and maybe getting a contest on a guy. Most people are running knockouts anyways. Usually your high top safeties aren't going for interceptions typically. They're more of going for the knockout, and that's why I kind of like Winfield. He comes down and plays a lot. He also turns a lot faster because he's smaller. I think the smaller guys play insane with zone KOs. They, like I said, they react ridiculously. But at the end of the day, I think Winfield, if you don't like the height, I guess you can go with the two guys before him, but I don't think height is that big of a deal if you're rocking the KOs. To number 7, we do got that Troy Polamalu. This card was deeply forgotten. I feel like nobody ever talks about this card. Troy P, obviously another smaller safety, but you can see he's just an inch taller. Yes, an inch taller than our guy Winfield, but 94 speed, 94 excel. This dude has insane stats too. 92 play reg, 90 pursuit. The man and zone are ridiculous at 94, 95, and then he has a 94 hit power. If you come down here too, I think he has some of the best block shed as well at 93, which is insane. So you realistically could play this dude in the box or up top, wherever you want. He does have a built-in ability, which I have tested around a little bit. It's weird. So, all right, reinforcement does work as KO, so it sounds amazing, right? It is 3 AP to get a KO anywhere on the field. It could be a short route, medium route. It's in zone, and also when it comes to, like, man, right? But the thing with Troy P, though, is that when you're not using him, this doesn't increase his reaction time like a KO does. You know what I mean? It will still get the KO effect, but the big reason why KOs are so good is because it increases the reaction time. You know what I mean? Like, it turns them faster. That's why zones are so bad, because the reaction time is so bad, and KOs fix that. Sadly, with that ability, it doesn't turn the reaction time any better, but I still think Troy P is still really good. If you could find a way to use that ability really good, I think this card could be even higher in this list, but for now, I think I got to leave him around here. So now we move over to number 6, where we got Mr. Mike Evans, a free card. And I know a lot of people, especially if you're maybe new from Christmas or watching this video when you just got Madden, you're probably like, wow, was a 91 over here in the top 10. You guys know overall on the card doesn't matter. It's the stats, the abilities, and the height on the cards. Mike Evans, 93 speed. So we are losing a little bit of speed, but you are a 6'5" safety who does come with insane stats too. 90 play rec, 94 man coverage, 90 zone. He doesn't really have hit power, but you're going to be playing Mike Evans up top or at corner. He's definitely not an in the box guy. Please, just because he's 6'5", do not throw him there. He also does get every zone KO, I think, or no, he gets either deep zone KO. And of course I claim, oh, it's because I'm not in the catalog anymore. Here we go. So he gets either deep out zone for 3 or the, I think, deep route as well. I can't remember that yet. Yeah, he gets either or if you really want it. But at the end of the day, you're probably using the 1 AP pick artist on him. Mike Evans is a dog. I think having height anywhere in the field, 0 chill team. He's got to be on this list. I don't care about that 91 in that card art at all. At number 5, we kind of have more of a polished version of our guy, Mike Evans, right? This is obviously a card you're going to have to give up some coins for. He is an LTD in that 0 chill team. So that automatically equals expensive, right? Kyle Hamilton, though, is the same exact speed. He is losing an inch, but you are much better all around. The play rack's still insane. The pursuit's insane. The man, the zone, the power, everything's insane. I wish Kyle Hamilton got better abilities, though. I know he's a run support. I know they're not going to give him crazy stats or abilities. And another thing, too, is they cheated. Even though he's a run support, and probably a lot of people were looking to user him, they also gave him 64 block shit, which was really, really random as well for Kyle Hamilton. But if we come over here and look at his abilities, he gets 1 AP pick artists. But you got to remember, there are safeties and DBs and also linebackers that are usering that are getting 0 AP lurk artists. So that 1 AP pick artist is not really good in the box. It's not good. You're actually wasting AP if you're using this in the box, right? You could be using Josh Allen. You could be using anybody else. So you really got to look at him as like a nickel, a corner, or a safety. And the one thing is he doesn't really get crazy abilities. Yeah, that's the only thing that kind of sucks with this card. Great card all around. I love the stats, love the height, but they just didn't give him really anything to pull away from other cards, especially for how expensive he is. Hey, and let me stop the video right here. At number 4, this is where the cards get elite. Number 4 and above are by far better than 5 and below. By far, like 10 times better in my opinion. Bo Jackson, obviously one of the best safeties in the game. I wish they would have gave him 95 speed, but at 94 is still good. If you compare it to most people on this list, that is still a lot better than a lot of guys. But 94 speed, 95 excel. You got insane stats. I will say they kind of did tank his like play rec and pursuit a little bit. I know he's not a position. That's probably why they did that. But they did still give him good man, zone, and hit power. I believe they gave him good block shit too. Yeah, and above 90 is what you love to see right there. But with Bo Jackson, built-in pick artist. 0 AP pick artist is a big deal. This game, you drop everything unless you have pick artists. Your guys turn into like absolute robots out there. You got to get super lucky to catch something. To have it for 0, that's awesome. He also does get man abilities. Although he's a hybrid guy, we would have loved to see maybe a zone one right here. He does get either inside shade or deep route KO. They both start on, which is really, really nice. Although, like I said, most people are running zone in the game. And also his discounted abilities are pretty cool. Deep in zone for 1. Running him up top. So he is one of the best up top safeties. I actually run him at free on my team. I run the 1 AP deep in zone and the 0 AP pick artist. Bo Jackson arguably could be even higher than this, but I think the next 2 abilities are just a little bit more important on your team. Now we move over to our number 3, and if you guys watched a couple of my videos, you know this is probably my favorite card in the game. I absolutely love Isaiah Pacheco. I rave about him all day in videos. I rave about him all day on the Twitch stream. This dude is a dog. He plays corner for me. I think the safeties are actually way better than the corners because they get better discount abilities, the deep ins, the deep outs. There's actually only 2 deep out discounted in the games. It's our number 3 Pacheco and our number 2 guy. So Isaiah Pacheco, as you guys know, the reason why he is so highly valued in this game is because, like I said, 1 of 2 players in the game that get this discounted. This is the best ability in Madden right now. 100% the best ability in the game. Deep out zone KO, obviously, for 2 AP instead of 3. Saving 1 AP is a big, big deal. And also, I will say, this dude, like I said with Winfield, being smaller, although he's still taller than Winfield, which is crazy too, you snap on routes absolutely insanely. It's crazy what Pacheco can do. He does have 94 man, 95 zone, 90 pursuit, 94 play. I mean, they juiced this card stat up despite being an out of position card. Honestly, I really wanted to put him at number 2, but I just couldn't, man. I feel like number 2, just a little bit more of a polished edition. Now we move over to number 2, and basically a carbon copy, an absolute carbon copy of Isaiah Pacheco right here in the game, right? 5'10". They're both 5'10". They're both 94 speed, and they both get deep out zone KO for 2 AP, and I'll just show you real quick. So for all the people that don't believe me yet, he does get it for 2 AP, which is a big deal. And he also does get these, which is really good too. So you want to run the deep in for 1, he gets that. He gets pick artist for 1. But the reason why I had him above is because he's just a little bit better in the box. I mean, it doesn't really matter. You're playing these guys at corner or at safety anyways because they're discounts. But at the end of the day, I think it's just a plus having it. 95 hit power compared. I think Pacheco Pacheco had something crazy, like a 65, I think it was. And then you have 84 block shit. Having that at corner or having that at safety is a big deal, especially for the guys using the X factors and whatnot. I gotta have Jack Tatum here. It is cool. Now, the best corners in the game are like Randy Moss, Jack Tatum, and then like Pacheco. It's like insane. That's how bad the corners are, and that's how good the safeties are. That's ridiculous. I feel like I gotta go Julius Peppers at number 1. I feel like this is a guy that fits every single scheme. Even if you're running man, zone, you like to blitz a lot, your cover 0 guy, whatever you want to do, Julius Peppers fits your scheme perfectly. I know he is tall, and I know last year he was more of a user, but I do think he fits perfectly into being an up top guy. And the reasoning for that is because he does, although he does get lurk artist for 0, he still does get this deep in for 0 for 1 AP. But a big deal for me playing him up top is they gave him insane zone stats, right? 94 play rec, 95 zone, and 95 hip power up top. I mean, this dude is insane. I mean, you're never going to get agged up there as well, being 6'7". He basically has the stats of Antoine Winfield, but he's 6'7", which is insane. He is the perfect up top guy, and especially with the linebackers being great. Fred Warner, you got Roquan Smith, you got Gronkowski, Josh Allen, Harold Carmichael. It's really hard to put Peppers in the box when you have such good players already, and he has absolutely amazing up top zone safety stats. So I think Peppers got to play up top. I think he just has to. But this card's been a dog. He was amazing last year, amazing again this year. This dude fits in every scheme. He could play anywhere on the field, corner, safety, user. Dude's a dog. Boys, hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. Make sure to comment down below which safety rotation are you using. Are you using 4 like me, or are you using only 2? Let me know. I love hearing the comments on it, but I appreciate y'all boys checking in, man. We got Campus Heroes Part 2 tomorrow. That should be fun, so make sure you turn on those notifications for that, and I'll see you guys there. Peace out, boys.